The room was heavy with the smell of antiseptic and the soft hum of machines keeping you alive. Your body ached with every moment, every bone still raw from the brutal torture you had endured. But your mind was sharper than ever. You propped yourself slightly, wrapped in bandages, and watched quietly as Jungkook leaned against the chair beside your bed. His posture stiff, his shoulders tense, but his face pale and swollen, red-rimmed eyes betraying how much he had held in all these years. For a long moment, neither of you spoke. You could feel the weight of his gaze, intense and piercing, and yet you refused to meet his eyes. You stared straight ahead at the blank wall, forcing your mind to remain distant, because the moment you looked at him, you knew it would crack the fragile control you had over your emotions. Finally, he exhaled sharply, a shaky breath that seemed to carry the weight of 5 years of unspoken pain. His voice, when it came, was low and hoarse, trembling slightly. Do you even know? Do you even know how it felt? His hand clenched around the chair, knuckles white. Do you have any idea how it felt to read that letter? To read that you wrote that you used me, that you used me for Use me for money, for satisfaction, for everything that wasn't real. You stayed silent, your eyes averted, your chest tight. His words burned in your ears not because they were accusation, but because the pain behind them was real, raw, something you couldn't deny even if you tried. I spent 5 years, 5 fucking years without you. He continued, his voice breaking, trembling, as though every word was cutting him open. Every day I went to bed with your face in my mind, wondering what I did wrong. Every day I reminded myself of that letter, thinking I was worthless to you. And every day I acted. I fucking act knowing that you thought so little of me, that you thought I would let you use me and walk away like nothing mattered. Your heart tightened involuntarily, but you didn't look at him. You didn't want him to see how much his words, his raw, vulnerable confession affected you. So you remained silent, letting him speak, letting him release the storm he had held inside for years. And even now, his voice cracked, a strangled sob almost escaping. Even after everything, I still can't believe it. I still can't stop thinking about you. I still feel you here, even with all the lies, all the pain, all the distance. You are still the only person I can't let go of. He swallowed hard, wiping at his face with the back of his hand, but the tears kept coming streaking down his pale cheeks. His voice grew quieter, broken, almost a whisper. Do you know what it's like to love someone so much and feel like they despise you for it? To spend years imagining your life without them and realizing every fucking day that nothing mattered without them? You heard him breathing heavily, every exhale shaking with suppressed emotion. You could sense the tremor in his hands, the tension in his jaw, the quiver of his shoulders, as though the years of silence, the years of misunderstanding were finally breaking him down into pieces before you. I blamed myself, he continued, tears rolling freely now. I blamed myself for every harsh word, for every fight, for every time I hurt you. I kept thinking, maybe if I would been better, maybe if I would done more, maybe if I had anything. You wouldn't have left. I thought about that later every day. I thought about you thinking I was nothing and it broke me. It still breaks me even now. His gaze flicked towards you briefly, raw, red and swollen, teary and raw. You immediately looked away, heart pounding violently. You couldn't bear to see the vulnerability in his eyes, the way his soul was laid bare, bleeding for a pain you hadn't infected but had been caused by circumstances he had misinterpreted. And now, he whispered, his voice strained, I see you lying here, broken, and I want to scream at the world for letting this happen, for letting them hurt you, for letting you suffer, for letting everything go so wrong. And I hate that. I can't take it away. I hate that I couldn't protect you sooner. He paused, trembling, breathing ragged, and for a moment the room was filled only with the beeping of the machines and his even breaths. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know if I can ever make it right. But I can't stop wanting to. I can't stop thinking about us, about you, about what we had and what we lost because of lies, because of fear, because of people who were too cruel to us. His voice broke completely then, a deep guttural sob, and he buried his face in his hands, shaking violently, releasing everything he had kept bottled up for 5 long agonizing years. You remained silent, your hands clenched in your lap, your chest tight with 1,000 conflicting emotions. You wanted to speak, to tell him something, anything, but the words caught in your throat. I thought I hated you, he whispered almost inaudibly. I thought I wanted to forget, to move on, but all I want is you. All I have ever wanted is you, and now to see you like this, to see what this did. I can't breathe without feeling it all over again. The hurt, the anger, the fear, it's all mine. And I should have been the one to protect you. His hands fell from his face and he looked up, red rimmed eyes meeting yours briefly before you averted your gaze again. The silence stretched heavy, almost suffocating, filled with the weight of unspoken truths, of years of pain, of love and regret and heartbreak all colliding in the sterile hospital room. I don't know what to do, Ryan, he said softly, voice trembling. I don't know how to make it right, but I can't. I can't lose you again. Not like this, not ever. You hear me? I'll spend every second of the rest of my life making sure you are safe, that you are happy, even if you never forgive me. And with that, he sank back into the chair, silent, broken, and utterly raw before you. You stayed quiet, your eyes still turned away, listening to him pour out his soul. The man who had loved you fiercely carried the weight of years of misunderstanding and unspoken grief, and finally let himself fall apart before you, alone in his vulnerability, hoping you would understand, even if your words remained unspoken. The soft hum of the hospital machines filled the otherwise silent room. Your body ached in every possible way, broken bones, bruises, and every muscle screaming in pain, but your mind was sharp, vigilant, keeping a wall around your emotions. Jungkook had just poured out years of his pain, regrets, and heartbreak. His words had been raw, vulnerable, filled with tear and shaking confessions. But still you sat there, eyes averted, maintaining your cold mask. Jungkook's gaze lingered on you, pleading, red-rimmed eyes glossy with unshed tears. He leaned closer, voice quivering with desperation. Ryan, please, I know I can't undo what happened. I know I can't erase the pain, but I want to. I want to make it right, even if you hate me, even if you never forgive me. Just let me try. You didn't respond. You turned your face slightly away, brushing your hair over your eyes. Your voice, when it came, was sharp and biting. Try. You. Don't make me laugh, Jungkook. After everything, after all the lies, the confusion, the chaos, you think you can just try? You are pathetic. We are pathetic if you believe that. Jungkook's lips pressed into a thin line, swallowing hard as his shoulders tensed. He didn't retreat, didn't flinch at your words. Instead, he took a slow, deliberate breath and said, I don't care if you call me pathetic. I don't care if you yell at me or insult me. I only care that you are alive, that you are breathing, that I didn't lose you forever. Ryan, you hear me? You scoffed, crossing your arms over your chest, glaring coldly. Alive, breathing. Oh, so now my existence is only meaningful because you can see it. Don't flatter yourself. Don't you think crying and winning about me changes anything? You don't get it. You never did. You flinched slightly. He flinched slightly at the harshness of your tone, but his voice remained steady, calm, almost painfully soft. I know I don't get it. I can't pretend I do, but I have spent 5 years thinking about it, thinking about you, thinking about everything I lost. I can't change the past, but I can be here right now. I can fight for you, Ryan, even if it's just sitting here and listening. I can fight for you. You laugh bitterly, a short, hollow sound. Fight for me. You think bringing flowers, crying, and winning about your lost love is fighting? You were the CEO of your own selfish little world, Jungkook. You hurt me. You humiliated me. You fired me like I mean nothing. And now you want to act like the knight in shining armor? Jungkook's hand clenched slightly on the chair beside you. He exhaled, voice breaking, but with an underlying firmness. Yes, maybe I did hurt you. Yes, maybe I failed you in so many ways. But this isn't about what I did wrong. This is about what they did to you, about what they made you go through. I can't undo those days, but I will never forgive anyone who touched you. Not them, not Emma, not her mother, and not anyone who dares to hurt you again. You turned your head slightly, just enough to meet his gaze for a fraction of a second, letting a flicker of pain pass through your eyes before you looked away. You are always the same, Jungkook, so dramatic, so full of yourself, thinking you can fix the world with words. It doesn't work that way. People like them, people like you, they destroyed everything before anyone can save it. And you are too blind to see the damage you have caused. His jaw tightened, but he didn't step back. He leaned forward slightly in his voice slow, trembling. I see it now. Every mistake, every harsh word, every moment I ignored your pain. I see it, and I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm fucking sorry for everything I made worse. I can't change the past, but I can make sure nothing like this ever touches you again, ever. You roll your eyes, voice sharp and bitter cutting through the air like ice. Sorry, that's all you have got. Sorry doesn't heal broken bones, Jungkook. Sorry doesn't erase the memories of them dragging me, hitting me, torturing me. Sorry doesn't bring back the nights I cried alone. The fear I felt, the pain I couldn't scream out loud. Sorry isn't enough, not for you, not for anyone. He swallowed hard, eyes glistening, tears threatening to fall again. His voice dropped to a whisper, heavy with desperation and heartbreak. I know it's not enough. I know it never will be enough for what you endured. But I will spend every second proving you wrong, Ryan. I will spend every second making sure you know you are loved, you are safe, and I will never let you go through anything like that again. I don't care how harsh you are, how cold, how cruel, I will stay. I will fight. You exhaled sharply, a small bitter laugh escaping your lips. You think saying all that changes anything? You think crying and begging makes me forgive you? You have no idea, Jungkook, no idea. I don't forgive easily. I don't forget easily. I don't let anyone near me who I can't trust fully, and right now I don't trust you, not fully. Jungkook's shoulders slumped slightly, but there was no retreat, no shame in his posture. His voice softened, trembling as he leaned back just a fraction, letting the weight of his emotions show without demanding anything from you. Then I'll wait. I'll wait as long as it takes. I'll take whatever chance I can get, even if it's just being here, sitting beside you, listening to your words, bearing the coldness of your silence. Because even that, Ryan, even that is better than losing you again. You said nothing, only looking down at your hands, clenching and unclenching, but deep down, a small, quiet part of you registered his words, the raw, honest, unyielding love he had for you, the pain he had carried in silence for 5 long years, and the fact that despite every insult, every harsh word you threw at him, he didn't leave, he stayed, and though you wouldn't admit it, that presence, that unwavering determination was already beginning to chip at the icy wall you had built around your heart. The room was quiet after that, heavy with unspoken truths, with hurt, and with an honesty neither of you had dared to show before. Jungkook's eyes never left yours, pleading silently, while you remained silent and harsh, refusing to give in, but listening.